What? What the hell is going on? Okay. As far as I can tell, I think what happened is when I was typing something, I must have stopped the stream. So I apologize to anybody if clicked on the stream and it screwed up on you. Yeah, I know. Victory Leo is saying he missed it, but I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere. Huh. This is super strange. I'm getting a lot of drop frames too, so that could be... Don't know why I'm dropping so many frames. Maybe that's why I lost the connection. So I was just talking to myself for no reason. I really don't know what is going on. Alright, I'm just gonna draw. If hopefully I don't lose connection again, because that'll suck. I'm gonna move the stream to this window. Yeah, that freaking sucks. Let me know in the chat. I'll just give it a go and see if it works. So now I'm not dropping frames. Still a couple drop frames. I'm just gonna check my phone real quick and see how it looks on there. On the phone it looks fine, so fingers crossed that it works. So here we go. So far so good. So this is what sucks about air conditioning. I start getting really dry skin around my head. So start screwing with me. Started scratching my head constantly. The camera there might be bad because you guys are just getting me in my bald spot. Out for the opposition, we don't do this for mass appeal. Don't make me blast it still. I put a word, no lie to mirror. They want me to lose, but I can't. Mama shed like 1,000 tears. I can do that to waste. I pull up in Mercedes. Next year you can see me pull up in the race. Hopefully the angle doesn't screw people up too. So. hustling, I can turn an 8 to a 28. Let me show you. 12, they can kiss my ass. Yeah, see them lights, but you know I got the strap. But right up now, he getting paid every single day. Yeah, I was hustling, I can turn an 8 to a 28. Let me show you. 12,
I wish I could play my regular music, because no offense to no copyright streams, I love my music a lot better for drawing. It would suck to do this whole stream and then get the copyright notice, and then you either get the whole thing cleaned or worse, you get the stream taken down. I was looking through some of my videos and I couldn't believe that I've been doing YouTube as long as I have. It just feels like yesterday that I started doing this. But I think my oldest video said almost 6 years. I have to look again. I think it was 6 years. I was like, holy crap. It does not feel that long. The pandemic didn't really help though. Oh, there's one place I did forget to share the stream, so just give me 1 second. I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab the stream, share, copy. I don't freaking understand Facebook anymore. I joined Facebook again because I noticed my reels on Instagram were getting views on Facebook. So I just thought it'd be a good idea to go back and kind of be around my videos, but yeah, I don't get it anymore. Alright, so how do I get to Instagram? You know, that's the worst part, is on Instagram, I put my art up all the time. I never get likes. I probably get like maybe 3 or 4 likes. I put up a picture of finding a Raphael plush. 28 likes. I don't understand it. Oh man. Alright, so I don't even know how to use... You know what? I'm just going to do it on my phone. It makes more sense to do it on my phone. Hey, Gamer Thumb, what's going on? Yeah, I was going to catch it, but I wanted to get some drawing done, and I just decided, hey, why not stream while I'm drawing? It's been a while, you know? So is that the new Double Dragon I saw on Steam, or is it just like the older games just revamped or put back out? I'm gonna use that new picture for the link. Alright. There we go. feel like an old man now. Chat took like 3 minutes to appear on screen. It's a retro style. I'm gonna have to. What I do is, because I've been playing more on Steam lately. I haven't even really touched my consoles. I started playing Command and Conquer on computer, and I got a Steam Deck. So I really don't touch. I don't touch consoles anymore. I have a PlayStation 5 here. It's just like a doorstop. Entertain, what's going on? How you doing? I'm doing all right, man. Just thought I'd stream. I messed up. So the first stream, everything was set up, and I was like, man, it's kind of quiet. Normally, at least I have one person come in. I didn't realize that I made shortcuts on my OBS. So I was typing something and I hit S, which means stop, and I stopped it. When you go to the conventions you show on Twitter, do you guys ask for your do the guys ask for your autograph? What do you mean conventions? You mean like when I go meet the wrestlers? Because I really don't go to conventions anymore. My wife wants to go to Terrificon in Connecticut, but I've done that before. Yesterday I was sitting there waiting for people for like 10 minutes, which was unusual. I never is. Yeah, I know, because normally one of you guys shows up, and so I'll have at least one person in the stream. I'm used to having one person, and I was just like, all right, I'm talking to myself, and I realized I just stopped the stream. Like the one with Ethan. No, they don't ask for my autograph. They know who I am because I'll draw them, and you know, once they put me with the face, then they're like, oh yeah, you know. But no, they never asked for my autograph. That was actually just a photo op in Hamilton. You brought a toy and they let you take a picture with everybody. But I started watching Ethan's vlogs before I started watching AEW, so I thought I kind of had this kind of connection with him where I like him I like him a lot as just a normal YouTube dude than a wrestler. But I like his wrestling lately. They're finally starting to showcase him more. I got a notification for your. Oh, that's awesome. See, I'm never sure if the notifications go out or not. So it's always worrisome, and because I have 3 computers. I have, you know, my main gaming rig, which I'll sometimes stream on. Then I have my Mac, which is more for my art stuff, and then I have my gaming PC or my laptop. And on that, I have mostly everything set up for streaming, but I never stream on it. And then the Apple usually streams the best. Like, I never have a problem with this thing. His match against himself was epic. Yeah, I never watched him on Impact. Like I said, I found him through YouTube. I can't remember. I think it was one of my surgeries right after the pandemic. And I'm just flipping through YouTube, and I was looking up like classic toys, and his toy hunt came up. And then when I finally realized that he's a wrestler, I was like, oh shit, you know, that's pretty cool. And then when we met him at the Museum of Play, it was super cool. Oh, that's another thing. So the Fabian, I'm not sure if you came to Rochester, like you thought your wife might have to, or fiance might have to come train here. But if you still come, you have to check out the Museum of Play. They just did this new expansion. So they expanded the video game Hall of Fame, and now it's like it's a whole another building. We took the girls there. I think it was Monday, and it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was so stoked. It was such an awesome update to the museum. The museum's already awesome as it is. I couldn't believe it. They added so much cool stuff now. Now you definitely can't see the whole thing in just like 6 hours. Well, I was talking about this character when nobody was on, but my main female protagonist in the comic has a female villain. She's a distant cousin. She's also part god. So I wanted to make her more physically imposing, and like she's more muscular. Because I don't want to give away too much of the story. But again, Victory Leo, I'm sorry if you missed the stream earlier. That was my bad. I stopped the stream. So if you do come in, many apologies. Alright, where did my chat just go? My chat just disappeared. Alright. I just lost my chat. I don't know where it went. There it is. I don't understand why. Please don't tell me I screwed this up again. I feel like I lost the chat. Fabian did say that it took like 3 minutes for his comment to show up on the chat, so I might have just a delay. It's not showing I have any dropped frames right now either, so that's a good thing. Everything looks good on our end. Alright, that's good to know. Like I said, man, I when I do stream, something always goes wrong. It's never streaming unless something goes completely off the rails. Like right now, if I click on the chat, so I'll move my chat over here. For some reason, the chat gets big. I was about to say she's in Rochester till tomorrow. I'll decide to stay here because our lawnmower broke and I had to spend like $300. Oh, dude, that sucks. So we would have gone to the museum the same time I just took the kids. Well, now you know. You have to try to make a trip out here because I told you I wanted to make it up to you for missing the wedding. Because school starts in August for me. which is gonna suck because the kids still don't have school right now. Their school doesn't start till September. So I'm really hoping I can make it down there to at least hang out with you, even if it's just for a weekend. Because I was just saying before I realized the stream wasn't on, I was just saying how I've been doing YouTube now. I think my oldest video is like 6-7 years old. I've been doing it that long. It's crazy. It doesn't feel like it. And I know that the pandemic was kind of the 2020 and 2021 feel like 1 year. It doesn't feel like 2 years. Because so much was lost, in terms of productivity for me. It's hard to work when the kids are home. And everything was remote, so it doesn't feel like I've been doing YouTube that long just because of that. But I've known all you guys, especially from the chat, close to a decade now. It doesn't feel that way. Alright, so now I'm going to start adding the details. She has one of the pendants of the afterlife. That is crazy perspective. Yeah, I'm 2016, 2017, around that time. I can't remember exactly. My channel is gonna throw people off because I made my YouTube channel. It says 2012, but I didn't start creating content until 2016, 2017, and even then it was just to see where it went, and then I really enjoyed it. So that's the one thing, is like, as long as I keep enjoying it, I'm not gonna stop. I might not hit the numbers that I wanted when I first started, but it's okay. You get these weird anomalies. I think it was 2021. I had one video that hit 300,000 views, but that was when shorts just started, and so the shorts were getting crazy pushed. And then, of course, once everybody started doing shorts, everything kind of tapered down. But just realized I was 5 minutes before on stream. If you ever make it down here for a weekend, we definitely do. Yeah, so the girls, why does their chat keep disappearing? It's so weird. You know what? This might mess with my how about, there we go. It's so much better. I can see the chat a lot better that way. Alright, so the girls want to go to Florida for Disney. My wife and my youngest. My oldest does not like rides, so she does not want to go down there at all. But I told her that there's the Super Saiyan ramen place, and it's like anime stuff. So now she's re-interested. I just like Florida because there's so much to do, and I miss City Walk and the Millennium Mall, and everything I like is in Orlando. I'm not a big fan of Miami. And Tampa, I could take it or leave it. He doesn't look like much of a villain right now, but I promise you she's a villain. Super Saiyan is right next door to Universal. I love it. Oh, I didn't realize it was that close. I know you told me it was close, but I didn't realize it was like right next door. It's weird because Orlando seems to be like the only area in Florida that seems to be a place I would want to move to. Because all the other places is just like a lot of right-wing lunacy. But it seems like there's so much to do there. But obviously, living there is different than just going to visit. But the college that I wanted to go to is there too, Full Sail. But I heard horror stories from other friends that have gone to Full Sail, and they say they end up spending so much money and they find it hard to get jobs. So now I go to a government college that's covered, I get grants and stuff, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I don't remember that intersection so I remember Universal having that huge parking garage, and then the parking garage has like these walkways, and then one of the walkways would take you to City Walk, and then at City Walk is where you either go to Universal or Islands of Adventure, but it's probably changed since then. Right-wing Florida, honestly, is where the old people are like retired in the villages and rural areas. Everyone else mostly mixed and get along fine. Yeah, it's funny too because people think New York is pretty blue, but where I live, Western New York, it's not even mixed. It's a lot of red. I think the blue comes from New York City, because I'm not really political, but I don't consider myself. I used to consider myself like independent, but I feel like I'm more progressive as I've gotten older. And if you say anything progressive around these parts, people lose their ever-loving shit. It's the weirdest thing, but I think it started happening right after 2016. But I don't like to get political on my channel, but I know that it used to be pretty calm on both sides, and it just seems like it's just crazies on both sides now. There's another parking garage and new hotels now that connect to Volcano Bay, plus a new park. Epic Universal being built. Yeah, and so is the Mario thing only in the West Coast right now, right? It's not in Florida yet. Because same with me, used to be fairly independent, not to be political, but right seems to be getting way too hateful. Completely lost me. Yeah, same here. I would be like super. I used to be super like, yeah, both sides are dumb. But at this point, you see things and you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna go over here to the left side a little bit. People seem to be more, there's nutsos on both sides, but like all these anti-vax people. Like I said, I'm not trying to get political on the channel. Maybe one day I'll make a political channel. But yeah, it's weird. But I'm glad that Universal's getting bigger because I personally enjoy Universal way more than Disney. It's just more fun. Like I remember going to Islands of Adventure, or wasn't not Islands of Adventure, Magic Kingdom. And I went on all the rides, and there was nothing really exciting. All the rides felt like they were made in the 60s. I went to Universal after not have gone for a while, and they had the Mummy ride, and that Mummy roller coaster was epic. I freaking loved it. And the Hulk at Islands of Adventure, I think this was before they changed the loop-de-loop or whatever they changed on it. But I always enjoyed it a lot more. Mario is a whole land in Epic Universe in 2025 when it opens. There's Donkey Kong World there too coming. Holy crap. Yeah, especially we're a Donkey Kong family. I love Universal, but haven't been there since 92. Yeah, 92 is a while ago. I think 92 is when they just opened Nickelodeon Studios. That place was epic when it first opened. I loved Universal Studios. When in the waiting line, they used to have the Sega like they were like just monitors with a Sega controller, and you could play Sonic while you waited, but it was too damn hot. Honestly, Disney takes forever building anything new. It's overly busy and like twice as much as all the other parks. Yeah, and not to mention, I feel like you wait longer too, because if you go to Universal on off times, it's usually pretty calm. You can get on rides almost over and over. Mummy is still there, one of my favorite rides. Yeah, I don't know if I can handle it anymore, because as I've gotten older, I can't handle stuff that goes like high G's, but I'll get back on it because I loved it. Yeah, I remember going, and it wasn't 92. I went 95, 96. This was like right at the height of All That. I think All That was still being filmed there. And I remember Universal Studios felt more like a museum at that time, because there was not really a lot of rides. They had the Terminator one, where it was just like an extension of Terminator 2. Man, you guys are making me want the Transformers rides, if you go at the time. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we went to Universal. I can't remember if I know that it was raining, so the park was empty, and I went multiple times. I think it was with my brother on the Jurassic Park Flume ride. We had to have gone at least 10 times. There's no lines. It was awesome. So Disney will never be like that. Disney's always busy. So the annual pass must be a fortune, because my wife was looking at tickets for Disney, and they almost like $100 a day per person. And I was just like, that's way too much. Especially half of them are not even going to get on the ride. The Terminator ride is a Jason Bourne thing now. Nobody goes. Yeah, you get rid of Terminator and you put Jason Bourne. You can't compare the two. John Connor would not condone that. I could see the water parks being a lot of. So it's funny because I with how hot it gets in Florida, I would see wanting to be at the water park, but I'd rather be at Universal. There's plenty of like misting areas and air conditioned things. Monster Cafe at Universal, that girl. They got rid of that? Monster Cafe was like right near that not Times Square, but like the square next to where the Jaws water was, right? Yeah, Jason Bourne had a chance to be like freaking James Bond, and they kind of ruined that. But that's why I love South Park. If you haven't been made fun of by South Park, you haven't made it. Yeah, the Moscow is torn down this year. There's a Midian's Cafe and ride there next to another ride. I don't know. I don't remember Shrek either. I remember the last time I went, there was a couple Fast and the Furious cars. This is before. Wow, this is. I think it was 04 or 05, and they had Fast and the Furious cars, and yeah, I don't think they even had a Fast and the Furious ride yet. It was just Fast and the Furious cars set up. The ones from Too Fast, Too Furious. I remember taking a picture in front of the Mitsubishi Lancer. But I'm glad the park has changed. The only thing I'm bummed out about is they got rid of Back to the Future. That was my go-to. Wait, Earthquake is gone? Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know. I knew that there was a Fast and Furious ride, but I didn't realize they got rid of Earthquake. Earthquake was so iconic. Earthquake and Twister. You've never seen a wait time. I did. Fast and Furious is one of those IPs that won't last. Not that it won't endure, because they'll change something to make it popular again. But I don't think it's one of those franchises that has longevity unless they rearrange something. Like in the next Fast and Furious, if Duke shows up or Snake Eyes, it might breathe life back into it, but at this point, I think they should just end it. And Jaws is gone too. But isn't Harry Potter part of Islands of Adventure? Why the hell is it going into Universal Studios? I don't get it. See, if I didn't have a lease, I would have just taken a road trip. But what sucks about leases is that once you go over your miles, they start charging you. I would show my reference, but I'm scared YouTube's gonna lose its ever-loving crap. But this is the reference I'm using. I have to find out her model name. I forgot to find out her model name. But I was looking for someone really muscular, but also has shape to her. YouTube has no problem with violence, but you show some boobs and it's no go. Bro, Harry Potter's taking over. It's in both parks. There's a tram that connects them. And Epic Universe is getting another Harry Potter area. So I started watching Harry Potter with my little one, and she kind of got out of it. I liked it because it feels like you could tell J.K. Rowling has played Castlevania at some point, because there's so much Castlevania influence in that. Like there's a bestiary in it, and there's certain items in the movies that totally remind me of Symphony of the Night. So I'm wondering if she's played Symphony of the Night, or maybe had a boyfriend back then that played it and she watched it. But if you watch the first 6 or 7 movies, the first 3 are kind of doo-doo. They're really boring, but then it starts picking up. Then the last movie sucked. Did you see the no, just the teaser. I don't want to watch anything about it. I like going into these things blind. And it's helped me a lot because I poo-pooed the hell out of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I didn't want to watch anything about it. So then when I finally played it, I was just like, holy shit, I love this game. And usually that's how it works. Like, I didn't with there's a new game called AEW Fight Forever. I didn't want to watch any trailers, no gameplay, and I didn't care what anybody was saying about it. I played it on my own and thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I've been playing that the most on my Steam account. I might actually live stream it sometime this week. But it's summer, so the family always wants to go out places. So we'll see. Understandable, it looks great. Trailers do spoil a lot. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Some trailers, they tell you the whole movie. Like, I by accident watched the Across the Spider-Verse trailer, and as soon as they showed the interactions, I'm like, oh, one of the Spider-Man's gonna be the bad guy. I didn't want to know anything else, so I'm waiting to watch it. I haven't watched that. I haven't watched The Flash, so I'm so behind on everything. I am the same. I don't watch trailers. I don't want to know who the cast is, enemies is. Yeah, it's so much better when you go in blind. Yeah, I mean, granted, trailers back then were pretty much the same. The trailers back then were crazy. Give away every spoiler. So I could see, like, back then those old school trailers with the movie voice guy, it would give away the whole movie. That's why the best teaser trailer I ever seen, and it was for like a pretty lousy movie, was T3, Terminator 3. I remember that trailer was literally just the do 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 do, and then the T and the 3. That was enough for me. I don't want to know anything else, to the detriment of that movie, because it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't Terminator 3 for me. I'm still in the camp that I think Terminator Salvation is the best Terminator movie outside of Part 2. So, because I am so over the damn time travel shit. I think I'm gonna add her lip design now. I should be doing this on another layer, so if I can alter it, I don't, but screw it. These are just character sheets, so it doesn't have to be completely accurate. What I am excited for is the Blue Beetle movie. I happened to catch just a glimpse. I didn't even know it was coming out. My wife told me about it because she really liked Cobra Kai, so she likes the kid from that. So I really want to see it, but I don't go out to movies anymore, and obviously a lot of people don't either, because they're getting hurt with I don't think that many people are going to the movies anymore. I prefer to just wait till it's available on video on demand, and I'll just pay you the rental, because the rental covers the whole family. I don't have to pay for everyone separately, which sucks because I love going to the movies, but what's the point of paying $20 when the movie's gonna be out on your TV in a month? I think the last movie I went to see in the theater was Dragon Ball Superhero. I hope TMNT is movie is good. Oh yeah, me too. I just hope it doesn't do like Paramount's track record. Paramount will release something. It does really good. Then they do a not so good television port. Just if it does good as a movie, leave it as a movie. Don't try to make like these. Like Madagascar had the Penguin show, and Ice Age had the one about the squirrels. I don't know. Not going to the theater is the new normal. I mean, if there's good word of mouth, I think a movie could turn that around. Like I hear from a lot of like my family members, they love Oppenheimer, and they know I'm a huge history buff, so they're like, oh, this would be right up your alley. So, like, I can't go to a movie theater and watch a 3-hour movie. That's something I gotta watch in little breaks. I think her face looks different enough from the reference. So this is the reference. Hopefully you guys can see it. But I don't want to make her face identical. I just want it to be enough of a look. I'll be back in a bit. Gotta go pick up my daughter from my parents' house. Oh, no worries, man. Thank you for being on so long. I appreciate it. The 2007 TMNT was good. I wish they kept that series going. Oh yeah, that was good. You're talking about the one that was technically like a sequel to the original movies, right? But it was in CG. That one was pretty good. And I like that the villain wasn't Shredder. But they hinted at Shredder coming back, so... I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab some water. I don't know why it's... Don't know why I did that. Yeah, the CG one. Okay. I'll be right back. I just ran out of something to drink. I just need some water. I get super parched. Back. Now, did you play Fight Forever, Entertain? I wasn't sure if you did. I gotta fix the microphone. Why is this not moving? There we go. Much better. I wanted the microphone like right in front of my face. Have you played Oh, you have it. Sweet. Are you on Steam or on console? I'm hoping instead of doing a sequel, I'm hoping that Ukes just makes like a DLC in a year or two, or a year, a small DLC. I would gladly pay another $15-20 that expands on the game. Some things are way above expectation, like the music. Oh, you're on Xbox. Oh man, that sucks. I was gonna say we could play online, but I'm on Steam. Unless it has crossplay, I'm not sure. But yeah, the music's awesome, especially all the 8-bit tracks. The 8-bit tracks are awesome. Holy crap! I thought this arm was gonna be simple to use, but it's like slowly going back up. My biggest gripe is some of the things that are super hard to get out of. Like, you could be winning a match and be completely in the yellow or orange, and your enemies in blue, they do a move and then pin you, and you can't get out of the pin. Yeah, I didn't like you know how. Yeah, you know how like right before a new match, you're supposed to like work out, eat, or do a press conference, and a lot of that you could just skip. The mini games are fun, but the mini games are really repetitive too. There's a lot there that's really fun, which you don't get with a WWE game. My biggest gripe when I started playing wrestling games again, especially the WWE ones, I was like, why would you get rid of the No Mercy formula? It worked perfect. And it was the same company. I think it was just Akai, or Aki, which is now Ukes again. Now I kind of want to play. I don't know if I downloaded it on this computer. I think I only have it on my Steam Deck. Yeah. All right, I'm downloading it on the big rig. Mini games are perfect because No Mercy is a party game essentially. Yeah. No Mercy, what made it fun was being able to play with all your buddies on a weekend on a multi-tap, or 64 is already multi-tapped, but everybody bringing their own controller. Then you had that one friend that had the crappy controller. Diablo 4. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Command & Conquer. I don't know if you saw. I got so tired of playing normal bosses that I graduated to using mods. So now I'm playing modded. I'm doing ultra hard mod, which it really is ultra hard. Normally I could take on 7 AIs in the normal game. I can only take on 2 at a time with hard, ultra hard. So I like that challenge, but I just don't want to get tired of it again. I love Command & Conquer so much because every time I play, I feel like I learn a new strategy or learn something new or break something. Breaking stuff in that game is fun. Yeah, so remember how you told me about Halo Wars? I got rid of my Game Pass maybe 2 or 3 weeks after that, so I didn't get a chance to get it because I know it's part of Game Pass. Dawn of War 1 and 2 are some of my favorites. See, I never played Warcraft 3. I found StarCraft 2 at at a swap meet. So I'm hoping to fix up like an old computer and just put Windows XP on it, just so I can play StarCraft off the disc and not play off Battle.net. Because the Battle.net doesn't have skirmish mode. So I'll show you real quick. Currently, so these numbers. Halo Wars is a great title. If it shows up again on because the summer sale just happened, but they usually have a back to school sale on Steam. If Halo Wars is on there, and you know it's a pretty decent price, I'm just gonna buy it. But all these ones that say 4, and then the ones that say 5 are episodes 4 and 5, and then all the ones that say 6 are episode 6. And this is the one I'm excited about. One of the native characters is a wrestler, and they use wrestling. It's like shoot, so there's actual shoot, like they actually hurt each other. And his name is Teotihuacan, and he's an Aztec wrestler. So the First Nations use wrestling to settle disputes. And I thought a lot of wrestling fans might like that, especially this one right here. So I'm super excited to get to issue 6. Issue 6 is going to be my favorite. It's where everything starts to, you know, balls against the wall type stuff. Like, you get scenes like that. Oh, wrong folder. Where are you? Well, that's the one thing I forgot to do. Is the Aztec reminds me a bit of Sammy G. So if I ever get a chance to make a live action movie, I'd like Penta to play him. That would be super cool. It would be kind of a dream come true. Damn camera. Stay still. Come on. There we go. You gonna stay still? Nah, I forgot to edit the tags on this live stream. I swear, man, I don't do live streams enough. I should already be a master of this. But live streams take up so much time, especially just setting them up is a pain. Here we go. Sorry for the silence. I Alright, that should be enough. I don't need to put so many tags for live streams, because they very rarely push the live streams once they become VODs, so not too worried about it. Alright, that should be good. I think that worked. Hold on 1 second. Can you hear the music okay? I wasn't sure. That was weird. I don't know why the chat was showing. Oh. If it's not one thing, it's the other. Something's always screwing up on here. Alright, that should be a little bit better. You should be able to see more of the drawing. Music is at a good level. Okay, good. Because in my headset it's pretty loud, but I'm scared that if I change it on my headset, it's going to change it in the live stream too. But I wanted to really put something in the comic that had, you know, my love for wrestling. And I was like, what better way than to do a wrestling society instead of dealing with stuff on a battlefield. All the native lands duke it out in the wrestling ring with different styles. But because they haven't been invaded by the Spanish, it's not called lucha libre, which I still have to come up with a name for, but it looks a lot like wrestling, but I'm just gonna have them fight. What the hell is this? This is some weird ass music. Oh, Polo is good. I like that song. Gives new meaning to world champ. Yeah. Well, the belt is similar to Lucha Underground, where it had the medals, and then you get the belt of the gods. But this one is just the symbol is the symbol of whatever the champ for that tribe is. So the Aztec symbol is when the Aztec champ is holding it. The Taino has a different symbol, and then it changes and morphs with whoever the champion is. So when the Iroquois have the belt, it changes to the Iroquois arrow. So I want it, you know, like I feel like native tribes and First Nations don't get enough cool shit in pop culture. So I'm trying to make them cool, you know. Always the cliche shit, and in Midnight Eye they're like super advanced society, almost like Namor in the last Black Panther. I thought that was cool. His society was like super advanced. I like working my way down. Like, I don't like adding all the white at once, because sometimes if you put too much white, it kind of distracts from all the gray tones. And just looking at it on this screen, I'm like, oh man, I screwed a lot up. The screen's always a lot crisper and bigger on that side. Oh. Did you watch the most recent Botchamania? They had that Northern Boys. I don't think Botchamania will care if I play it. I'm just gonna play it. This is the Northern Boys. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. Alright, where's my drawing music playlist? There it is. Oh, you saw it? Okay. The song got stuck in my head. I just I had to show it to my wife, and she was like, "What the f did you just show me?" I'm probably gonna get claimed for this, but I don't care. It's hilarious. It's sad that this is better than most of the crap that's coming out now. Oh yeah, I found the party time one too. That's why I laughed so hard, because I was like, I remember these guys from the party time song. This guy's killing it though. I don't think these guys, like, I don't think these are the guys that are rapping, right? Like, that's the whole joke, because their voices don't match what they look like. I'm sorry for getting this stuck in your head again. If I had musical talent, this is the type of shit that I would be making.
What's the word? Fuck the universe till it hurts. I'm not used to these kinds of mental health issues. I just want to live in a church and find peace upon me blame. Jesus, please just stop me pain. I know you think
I think that's as much as I'm going to be able to get on her for tonight. Because I still have to do I have to find the original sketch, which has the color breakdown. Because colors are really important in Midnight Eye. Like Anne has red hair, so her cousin, of course, is gonna have green hair, and so the red and the green, you know, combat. But then her costume is gonna, you know, obviously this one's like a swimsuit, but she's gonna have big shoulder pads and stuff. Anne, on the other hand, looks like this. I don't know if I have her on here. Yeah, so this is Anne. So she has the red hair and more of the Egyptian style armor. I gotta fix that. See, I have too much K-pop on here, and I know for sure I'll get copyright claimed. So I have to move that quickly off. NCS. Go back to the safe. NCS. So this is Anne. And then here's Loki. And then I have Odin. So there's a lot of different characters in Midnight Eye. And this is another sketch that I have of Lee. But hopefully the next live stream I'll be able to do some gaming. Maybe do Fight Forever, so. Oh, and then I wanted to show this one off. This is, my cousin commissioned me to do Richter, but with Akuma's angel symbol, and it's lighting up like it's coming, like an aura. So I haven't put the castle in the background yet, but I hope Fabian can check it out if he makes it to the stream before I end it. But anyways, thanks everybody for coming. Thank you Entertain45 and Gamer Thumb for hanging out. It's been a fun hour. I appreciate it. It looks cool. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the stream here just so I can get a little bit more work done before I go home. Thank you. I'll do it more often for sure. I know I say that every time, but now that I have somewhat of a better setup, I think I'm going to do it more often. Especially when I come to work over here. So, alright, well, thank you. Take care everybody, and don't forget to keep it over at 9,000. Take care.